In our previous video, we saw how to install WordPress on different setups. Like we have seen how to install WordPress on a website hosted using cPanel, or we talked about how to install WordPress on a student package that we provide. Now, once you are done with the WordPress installation, we will have to take a quick tour of it. So what we are going to do in this video is we will take a quick tour of the WordPress. We will see what is backend and what is front end. We will see the dashboard, where the themes are, menus, widgets, page builder, and all of those things that you see listed here. By the way, you may not be able to understand all of these things at this present moment, but once we are done with this course, you will become a master. At least uh, you will have a concept of all of these things that are listed here. And if you practice more, and if you have an ample practice, if you try designing your websites with a lot of practice, then I can assure you that you can become master of all of these things. So let's proceed further and have a quick tour of WordPress. In the next video, we will see the basic configurations and steps that are involved to make your website using the WordPress application. So let's proceed further and start with the quick tour of WordPress. Alright, so once we are done with the installation, we will be presented with this final window. It is basically congratulating us for the successful installation of WordPress software. Now what I'm going to show you here, what I'm trying to show you here is this as well as this. You are presented with two different URLs or two different links. One is administrative URL, another one is the front end. So what I was trying to tell you about the backend and front end is all this. The backend is basically called as the administrative URL or the administrative panel, which is completely different when compared to the front end. Front end is visible to the user who is visiting to your website, but in order to design your website, you need to have some administration side or the administrative panel from where you can log into your website and then make all of those changes that you really need, because I'm sure you'll not like to have just my blog and the things that are displayed here. These are just for examples. For instance, take this sample page. Nobody wants to have a sample page, right? You would like to have your own website with your own pages with your own content. So in order to fill that content in your website, in order to design the content as per your requirement, what you will have to do is you will have to get into the backend or the administrative side of your website. In order to do that, you can simply click here if you are on the installation window, or if by accident if you have closed that window, still you can access the administrative panel of your website. For that, you can simply go to your website name /wp-admin. Just type your website name /wp.admin. Now you see that you're already logged into the panel, your dashboard of your website. In case you are not logged in, you can go to this particular URL. It will ask you for username and password. Username will be the administrator username that you have selected while installing your software, and the password was the same that we opted for during the installation. So that is why I asked you to just make sure you save your password so that you can remember it and you can utilize it. Now, having said that, we are now into two different windows. I'm just closing this window in order to avoid any kind of confusions, because we are done with that window. Now I have two different windows. One is the back end, another one is the front end. The front end is visible to the world, whereas the back end is visible only to the website administrator. Now, in this case, you are the website administrator who is designing this website, who is taking care of this website or your website. Let's now proceed further with a quick tour of WordPress backend. Okay, so this is basically your WordPress backend. On the left side, you have WordPress. If you want to know more about WordPress, you can go here, or you can go to the WordPress website, documentation, support, or feedback, anything. This is a WordPress menu. After that, you see a home icon along with my blog displayed here. Same thing is being displayed here, my blog. My blog is the name of your website because we did not select any name during the installation. We can make changes and change the name of your website. I'll show you how to do that in the coming of videos. But for this video, this is the name of your website, and from here you can visit the front end. When I just click here, I'll go to this particular window. So coming back to the dashboard, you see something like chat messages kind of thing here. This is nothing but the comments. So we will see where we can get the comments or where we find the comments on our website. But here it will show you the comments that are waiting for your moderation. If you are an administrator and if you have selected an option to moderate your comments, by the way, comments are given by the users or the visitors who visit to your website, and they put some kind of comments below your content. If you are providing them an option to provide you any comments, you can close the comments. We can do all of those settings. We will see that in the coming video. But as of now, you see a shortcut for new. From new, you can create a new post, new media, new page, a new user, anything new. Same things will be available from here because these are all menus and they have sub menus with lots of items inside. But from here, you can go ahead and create anything using a shortcut. On the right hand side, you see my name, and when I take my cursor above it, you'll find the name and you can edit your profile, and then you can log out from the dashboard. Now below that, you see the screen options. You can come here and make sure all of these are selected because this will be helpful in the future. And if you want any help, you can click here. With that said, on the left side, we have few more settings to see. You see the dashboard is selected. That is why you're seeing the dashboard here. You can customize your site or you can change your theme completely. Here it is showing you your next steps, like your first blog post, or you can add an about page, set up your home page, or you can view your website. And if you want, you can take more actions as per the instructions or the help articles provided here. As of now, I don't like to have this, so I'm just dismissing this. Now, what I'm seeing here is it is showing me PHP update required. This is where you will find all of the important information related to your website displayed in one place. That is why this is called as the dashboard. Now, updating PHP is advanced topic. Again, it requires a lot of experience because it involves a lot of steps, and those steps, if you have not done right, may go wrong and your website can completely go down. So again, that is part of the advanced topic, advanced course. We are not going to discuss how to update the PHP and all that stuff. And before proceeding with the PHP, let me just introduce you what exactly PHP is all about. PHP is a language on which this whole thing works. So now that you see your website is up and running, you have not done a single line of code. But when you just right click in in Google Chrome and say view page source, you will see a whole lot of programming, scripting, and all that stuff is going on in the background. That is why you see different colors here. This is part of script, this is part of programming, this is part of HTML, CSS, and maybe some scripts like JavaScript, and all that stuff is going on here, PHP and everything. But you have not done even a single line of code till now, and you may not be doing that in the coming stages also. So you can simply close this window, go back, you have your website intact as it is, great looking website without a piece of code. So as of now, we can ignore this PHP update required. A new version of PHP has come up in the market, and it is suggesting us to update our website with the new PHP version. So we can simply ignore that at this moment. Now, if you want, you can create quick drafts from here. We will not create any draft. So here you see the website health status. It will be updated after you create your, let us say, a website. You complete your website, and then you come here and see you will be shown with your current status of your website health. Similarly, you can have all of the website structure at a glance here, which is displaying you number of pages, posts, and comments, and all that stuff here. So here are the events and all that stuff. This is coming from the WordPress website. They just give you updates so that you have a chance to get updated from, you can directly get updated regarding the things going on in WordPress just from this particular window. Here you can see the activity all of these things under one umbrella. So this is where all of these things are displayed, and this is called as dashboard. After dashboard, you can come down to see the updates. If you have any updates that are need to be installed, like you generally get Windows updates if you are using Windows. Similarly, you get updates for WordPress because this too is a software, right? So you get updates. So at the time, you'll see all of the updates listed here. You can go ahead and then you can update your application, update your plugins, and all that stuff from here. After that, let's have a look at the posts. You have your website, which is made up of different portions. Let me just go to the front end and show you what exactly is a post. Now, what you see here is hello world, right? It shows uncategorized and it shows by admin and the date on which it was published and how many comments are there below this. And of course, the details about that particular post. Now, all of these posts, if I'm creating a new post, we will be creating a new post in the coming up video. So we are just going ahead with the quick tour. So we are not going into those details in this video, but just understand one thing as of now, that there is a difference between a page and a post. So we will see what the difference is in the coming videos. But as of now, this is enough. You just understand that the posts are listed here, and inside post, you can see all posts. You can see the hello world, which is displaying here right in the list here, right? Then you have option to add new from here, or you can add from here. Then you have categories, then you have tags. All of these things will be discussed in detail. Don't worry about that as of now. Then you have media. If you want to update your website with, let us say, some videos, or you want to put any images or anything, you can upload that in your media library, and from there you can utilize that particular media in your website. As of now, our website is empty because it doesn't have any kind of media. You just see the text here, no media, no images, nothing, no video, nothing. So that is why it is showing empty, no media items found. You can add from here if you want to add, or you can add any media file from here. After that, you have something called as pages. Okay, we will discuss about the pages and we will discuss about posts in the coming videos. Then you have something called as comments. What all comments are done by any person or any visitor on your website are displayed here, and they will be held for your approval. Once you approve it, it will be displayed below the uh, article or below the content. As you see, it is being displayed here, right? So one reply on hello world. So you have written hello world and somebody replied to hello world. So you're seeing that one reply there. Similarly, you have appearance. If you want to change the whole appearance of the website, as you can see, this website is looking completely different when compared to my website, which is regalconsultants.in. So here is the website. You see the look and feel is completely different, and the functionality and everything is completely different. So we created the website from scratch, similarly like we are doing right now. Okay, so you can change the look and feel and appearance and everything from this section. We will talk about this section in our coming videos. And of course, there are certain functionalities which are not part of the default installation of WordPress. So if we need that functionality, then we must have something called as plugins to be added to our WordPress installation. For example, if you go to our website, you see that something is scrolling here. This scroller is not part of the default installation. It's a snippet, it's a small application that needs to be installed upon WordPress, which is called as a plugin. Again, I have a form here for people who want to contact me directly. So this form is not part of the default installation of WordPress. We had to add that. So we will see in the coming videos how we are going to do that. Then we have something called as user section, wherein you can control all of the users. If you want, you can add more users. For example, in many cases, if you are designing your own website, or if you're designing a website for your client, let us say, who has a lot of people working in this organization, and they have a team of web developers or a website team, let us say 4-5 people, and they all need to manage it because they have, let us say, shifts, 2 or 3 shifts are going on, and every person is working in different shift. At the time you will be creating users and you will provide the user option to your clients, or it can happen to you yourself or your website too. Then we have tools. We will talk more about tools and everything in the coming video. Then we have settings, from where we can change the name of our website, and we can change a lot of options related to our website from here. So all of these things are part of your WordPress installation. With that, we are done with the quick tour of our WordPress. In the coming video, we will see how to customize settings and how we can design our website and how we can make it presentable and complete our basic structure and launch our website online so that it gives information to people who are visiting to your website. It may not be as complex as this website is, but you will be creating a basic website in this video so that you will get an idea of how to create a website in WordPress. Thank you very much for joining. See you in the next video.